Good day, family, and all praise to our Father, the Almighty Creator, excuse me, Creator of Abraham, Isaac, and Yacob. Just ask, and the Most High will rid you of your attachments. We live in a world that is supernatural. There are spirits walking with us in our daily lives, yet most people can't see them. These spirits also dwell within us, yet most people don't realize it. The spirits can be transferred from one person to another, yet we don't realize we're doing it. Your imagination is just one way where you can interact with them. Evil spirits are referred to in the Old Testament by other names such as unclean spirits or impure spirits, deceiving or lying spirits, and more. In all cases, evil spirits are malevolent, supernatural beings that you can interact with. Numbers 5:14, and these are examples. And there should come upon him a spirit of jealousy, and he should be jealous of his wife, and she shall be defiled. Or there should come upon him a spirit of jealousy, and he should be jealous of his wife, and she should not be defiled. Numbers 14:24. But my servant Caleb, because there was another spirit in him, and he followed me, I will bring him into the land into which he entered, and his seed shall inherit it. The spirit was in him. 1 Samuel 16:14 through 20. No, 14 and 15, sorry. And the spirit of Aiah departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from Aiah tormented him. And Saul's servant said to him, Behold now, an evil spirit from Aiah torments thee. 1 Kings 22:22. And Aiah said to him, Whereby? And he said, I will go forth and be a false spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, Thou shalt deceive him, yea, and shalt prevail. Go forth and do so. Hosea 5:4. They have not framed their counsels to return to their Savior, for the spirit of fornication, or I call it idolatry, is in them, and they have not known Aiah. So, notice it says the spirits are in you. How do they get in you? Your mind, your imagination. You allow them in. Those are just some of the many spirits that can be in you. The spirits that you allow to attach to you, influence you to do or think things that go against our laws. If you let them stay long enough, they become part of you, part of what the heathen call a personality. Here are some personality types: a vain personality, a sexual personality, greedy, evil, addictive personalities, an adrenaline junkie, a narcissist, a pathological liar, exaggerator, and that's only a few. They are actual spirits that you attach to your soul, and only you can get rid of them. I say that because only you allowed them in the first place. Freedom of choice. Let me show you what those spirits do at different levels. Regardless of the level, they're still evil. The people I'm going to show you all have one thing in common. Hold on one second, family. We live in a desert and it has been dry up here, even though there's snow on the ground. I know it don't make sense. Hold on. So let's look at all these people. We have Beyonce, Madonna. This person here, his name is Anton LaVey, and he was the head of the Satanic Church. This is Sammy Davis Jr. with Anton LaVey in the Satanic Church. I'm going somewhere, stay with me. Nicki Minaj, Ice Cube, Johnny Depp, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, and Michael Jackson. The thing they have in common is they all openly admit that they allow a spirit to come into them when they perform. Some of the people I showed you even give the spirits names. Some admit they allow many spirits to enter them. Let me show you another group of people that also allowed a spirit to come into them so they could perform by their own admission. Ted Bundy, serial killer. You know who he is. John Wayne Gacy, serial killer. You know who he is. Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer. You know who he is. Richard Ramirez, serial killer. You know who he is. Same spirits, different levels. Some serial killers, serial rapists, and serial pedophiles admit that they would imagine what they were going to do before they did it. That's them interacting with the spirit in their imagination. The spirit would take them farther and farther until the host says yes. From there, it's what you're capable of doing. You can't just look at your imagination by heathen definition. Your imagination is so much more powerful than what they tell you it is in their books. Your imagination is an access portal. When you imagine things that are evil, you are allowing that spirit to interact with you. You let it in. Yes, you can imagine good things that won't catch you in attachment. It all depends on if your thoughts go against the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. Hold on one second, family. These spirits come out in different situations. When you go to a club, when you could go to the club, your personality and demeanor changes. You think a different way. You act different. That's your attachment. You think it's you since you are controlling your actions, but you're being influenced by your attachment. When you go to church, when you could go to church, before you get to the door, your attachment is out. You act different, talk different, feel different inside. You might even speak in tongues and pass out. That's your attachment, and it ain't good. Our captors tell us it's good to have a healthy imagination. They tell you that so you willingly open your eye to accept these spirits. The scary thing is, those little spirits that you think are harmless will lead your soul astray. That little daydream you had where you were letting your imagination run wild, doing things you shouldn't be doing, is far from harmless, regardless of what it is. That spirit that influences you to talk crap after you speak to a certain person, or that spirit that influences you to act a certain way around a specific person of the opposite sex. Those are the same spirits in Ted Bundy and Richard Ramirez, just at a level that matches what the host is capable of. All you have to do is let your imagination run wild, and the spirit will do the influencing. Here's something you might not know. They don't have to get you to physically do anything to send your soul to Hades. They just have to get you to think on something that goes against the Most High's laws in your head. Even if you don't act on it physically, if you choose to think on it and act it out in your head, that still goes against the Almighty Creator's laws, statutes, and commandments. Psalms 139:2. Hold on, family. Thou knowest my doing, my down sitting, and mine uprising. Thou understandst my thoughts long before. The Almighty hears your thoughts, or knows your thoughts. Jeremiah 17:10. I, the Most High, search the heart and test the mind, to give every man according to his ways, according to the fruit of his deeds. That scripture is deep. Let me reread it. I, the Most High, search the heart and test the mind, to give every man according to his heart, according to the fruit of his mind. Pretty deep, huh? 1 Chronicles 28:9. And you, Solomon, my son, know the Redeemer of your father, and serve him with a whole heart and with a willing mind. For Aya searches all hearts and understands every plan and thought. If you seek him, he will be found by you. But if you forsake him, he will cast you off forever. The Almighty is watching your thoughts. Just because you don't act physically means nothing if you allow your imagination to be influenced by spirits after the fact. You get no gold star, no pat on the back, no I'm proud of you, honey, and no good job. What you do get is a mark on your soul. You keep thinking on it, the mark turns to a cut. Then it turns into a scar. Now it's part of you. Some people can use their imagination to access spirits and get them to interact and influence the real world. On YouTube, search for demonic magicians, and you'll see one way it's done. I obviously won't be making a how-to instructional video on how to summon demons and have them do your bidding, but I will tell you to be careful of what you imagine, what you wish for, and what you speak out loud. I copied this from a website that I'm not going to show. It's about witchcraft and calling spirits. I didn't include the whole spell, only enough to prove a point. And this is from the page. The page of magic word spells is a little different. These are ways to make magic without all the ingredients, and it focuses only on your words. It's an option for casting spells when you simply don't have the stuff and just need some magic words to help you out. They aren't as powerful without the added energy you get from the herbs and crystals, but you'll still see results if you really pour your heart into them. Now, the heathen have turned their centuries-old practice of calling spirits into a dollar sign. The only thing you need to do is speak and use your mind in a certain way. The heathen say a person needs items for a proper spell just to get people to buy things. I tell you this because you can speak things into existence that you want no part of. We've all done it, but not everyone realizes it. And this is the spell, a call of love. This is a love spell using only words and your own sincere intentions. Face to the west, the direction associated with love and emotions, and raise your hands to the air. Repeat the following out loud if possible. I call on, and from here it reads names and actions that I won't speak. But here's the end of the spell. After speaking the spell, concentrate on the outcome you are hoping for, and give your energy, soul, to your purpose. The key things here are speak out loud and concentrate on the outcome you're hoping for. When you say things out loud, this might sound crazy, but the spirits can hear you and do your bidding. I'm sure you've heard someone say it out loud and give it to the universe. You aren't giving it to the universe. The Most High owns the universe, and we communicate to Him through prayer. You're giving it to the spirits that are ruling the world right now. The second key thing is use your imagination. By doing this, you're interacting with the spirit you've called upon. You've opened yourself up, and you let it in, and now the influencing starts. Vanity, greed, lust, fame, power, all attachments that we allow to enter our imagination. Whatever name you want to give the attachment, just remember, you are the one that let it in, and your imagination is far more than just an imagination. You can't walk with the Most High Creator and have attachments running around in your head. On the outside, you can be the most righteous person, but if your thoughts go against the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, what does that make you? 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves, and pray, and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways. How do we turn from our wicked ways? By following our Father's laws, statutes, and commandments in our minds, hearts, and souls, and through our actions. Minds, keyword. Then will I hear from heaven, and will forgive their sin, and will heal their land. Be careful of what you say out loud and what you think. What do we do in these end days? We sit back, we endure, we wait, and we watch the recompense of the wicked. If we fear the Father, He gives us the protection that allows us to sit back, wait, and watch the recompense of the wicked. Follow the Almighty Creator. Fear the Almighty Creator. I love you, family. Have a beautiful day.